Back in 2009, Shimano launched the Talica series of reels. They revolutionized blue water game fishing reels around the world. Small, lightweight, huge line capacity and massive drag settings. These reels are ideal for any sort of fishing situation you need, from anywhere from here in Australia all the way to the other side of the world. Shimano are always at the forefront of refining and designing their technology. And in 2023, they've just launched the new Talica 12 and 16 2-speeds. And the changes they've made on these reels are nothing short of mind-blowing to make them the best light tackle, lightweight game reel on the market. The southern bluefin tuna fishery in Australia has gone from strength to strength over the last 20 years. Every year the biomass of tuna gets greater, and the best part about it is these days the majority of the fish are very, very close to shore. So it makes it such a great fishery, whether you're chasing small fish or big fish, that you can bring the family and they can get involved in some proper game fishing without going a long way offshore. I've got my daughter Poppy with me today, and we are about 5 kilometers out from the coast catching bluefin tuna. It's something that's so good, and best of all, if the kids have had enough, you can turn around and take them back in. Oh, there's tuna everywhere. So many great features on these new Talicas, one of which is the dual drag system that they now run. And what that does is it actually changes the whole reel. They've been able to reduce the diameter of the reel by 4.5 mil, cut weight down, but also by running a dual drag system, it takes the pressure off the pinion bearing, which causes side load on the reel with more drag. So what that means is when you've got a heavy drag setting, the pressure's pulling across the body of the reel and it makes it harder to turn the handle. So by running this dual drag system, they cut down the washer size. It also cuts down pressure side load on the reel. So under a heavy drag, it makes it easier to turn the handle. And that's what these Talicas are all about. They're a high-speed reel, but under a heavy drag setting with a lot of reels that have got a high-speed retrieve, it's hard to actually turn the handle. As part of the quality improvements to the new Talica reels, there's an aluminium pin that allows you to tie directly to the spool without the need for mono backing or worrying about line slippage. Pick her up. The great thing about the Talica 12 and 16, when you match them with some Power Pro braid and a Therese rod, you can catch any fish anywhere because there is such a big range of Therese rods and braids available in the Power Pro range. It doesn't matter if you're jigging, trolling, casting, bottom fishing, or whatever form of fishing you may need. These rods I'm using here, they're not overly heavy because we're fishing for school tuna, but we could always pull up, fish for a gummy shark, maybe get a bigger tuna, it doesn't matter. The great thing about it that I love, there is a rod for every situation to match these reels. So good. There you go. The pinion ball bearing is the weakest point of any lever drag game reel, but with X-Protect, saltwater corrosion is prevented and the ball bearing is protected, which can normally occur under high drag pressures. Shimano's patent labyrinth seals and grease provide protection for the pinion drive gear ball bearing. Double. So I've got 2 fish going here, and that Ratchet you hear in the background, it's a newly designed Ratchet system on the Talica 12 and 16 because salt intrusion, it was a bit of an issue at times with water getting in to the clicker, causing corrosion, but also causing the clicker to seize. So now there's a pawl in between, stops salt water getting in there and stops this from getting sticky. While Poppy battles another tuna in the corner there, a couple more features on the new Talica 12 and 16 2-speeds. The Torque A screws here have replaced the Phillips head screws that were used in the body on these previously. This way you can get them out because you won't get burring like you do on a normal screw head. The other thing is the hanger type bolt on the rod clamp, gone away from a screw-in bolt system, which would often freeze up and could potentially snap when you're trying to get it off. Now that drop-in bolt, drop it in, turn it 90 degrees. It's trouble-free for maintenance whenever you need to do some work on your reel. While Talicas of all sizes are pretty well regarded as a trolling, live baiting sort of style reel, they do everything. Jigging, trolling, casting, and that's exactly what I love about them. They cast a really long way, and throwing stick baits for tuna is very, very easy, along with other species. When you've got these little Talicas, they've got so much drag pressure that they can catch huge fish, and you get that comfort that you just can't beat out of catching a fish on an overhead. Well, there you have it, the new Talica 12 and 16 2-speed reels from Shimano. These are the top of the line offshore fishing reels for whatever application you could ever want. For more information, head to the Shimano website or visit your local tackle store where you're going to be able to see these, a range of Therese rods and the Power Pro braided lines, so you can get yourself the perfect combo for any fishing situation that you might need.